Hello everyone, this is Jeanie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mama. Today I want to share with you a process of a card that I'm doing through as a design team member with Quality Crafts. Now the digital that I'm going to be using is fairly new. It's called Raccoon and it is available through KTC Store, and I'll put all the links through Quality Crafts, all the links down below in the description box. He's just a cutie. I love this raccoon, and I've already colored him up. As you can see, they come in black and white, of course, but I've colored him up, and I want to show you the colors that I use before I go through anything else. First of all, I got these colors through one of the links on Jen's Facebook page through Amazon. Now, it's called Plugis, I believe is how you pronounce it, and they do say that they're high quality, artist grade, non-toxic, and safe for children. They come 50 to a box, to a tray, metal tray box that is, and they have two separate sections. I'm not going to pull them all the way out totally, but it comes two of them. So I thought I'd try these out just to see how they work, because you know, when you're an artist, you try to get good quality pencils, but sometimes you just don't have that extra cash to get you know, something really expensive. And but anyway, I thought I'd try these out, and they colored up really well. So the colors that I used out of that, of course, was the white, and of course I used black. It's so dark I can't. Okay, black, and then I used a gray and a cool gray. So I don't know if there's a warm gray in there. I didn't see it, but anyway, I used a cool gray and a gray in there. So the supplies that you're going to need, other than a digital, is what I'm doing today is decal file. I'm using a technique with a decal file. I've already got pulled out my piece that I'm going to be using right here. You can see it's shiny on one side and matte on the other. And then a couple of templates, whatever you choose. Let's see if I can get a hold of it. I'm going to use this oval decorative piece, and I'm going to also use this metal piece that's got florals into it. You're going to need some double-sided adhesive sheets, and I'm only going to need one. I've already pre-cut the one that I'm going to be using. So you need some double-sided sheets, and let me put that over there. Plus you need, I had a piece of scrapbook paper, so this is what I'm going to be using. It's a watercolor paper, and I'm going to use that for my, you know, flower leaf. And I know it's not all green or anything as far as the flowers go, but it'll work for what I need. So I'm going to use that for this piece. And you're going to need a foundation. You know, this one's a 5x6 foundation, white cardstock, and then a piece of 5x6 mounting, and scissors, and your bone folder for when you cut out your card. And you know, if you want to know the exact dimensions, with it being a 10 by 6, so that way when you fold it, you're going to get, or not 10 by 6, yeah, that's right, 10 by 6. So that way when you fold it, you're going to have a 5x6 card. So here's my piece. I think I've already got something on it. There we go. And I like to make sure that this is folded down really well without breaking it. And of course you're going to need some tape, adhesive, glue, liquid. It doesn't matter as long as you get it. And I believe that's it for now. And just a little trick that I use just generic like fabric softener sheets that you put in the dryer, and I ran this through my Big Shots, and you can see the impressions of it just to help release the paper. So we'll see if that works. Of course I didn't come up with that idea. That was somebody else that did that. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me put this away, is I'm going to go ahead and adhere my piece to the top here. And if you wanted to, you could distress the edges of it, but I really don't want to, because it's not that type of a card that I'm doing that needs a distressed look to it. I always stick to the tape runner every time. It's good solid tape. Oh, and I just ran out. So I'll probably revert to my liquid glue so I don't take time out to go ahead and refill it. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to put it on the top. See if I can get a hold of it right, because it was wanting to stick to me. Just kind of even it out this way. And if I have any white showing on the other side or colors showing, I can always trim it up more. So it looks pretty good. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and cut out my little floral pattern. I'm going to take my big shots, and I got to tell you, my plates do not look very good, but they still work. That's a normal thing that happens. So I might be able to adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, now I've got my template inside of my two plates and on my tray, my platform, and I'm going to get ready and cut this, and hopefully that using that dryer sheet will help pull this out quickly and easily. So we'll see. I'm going to run it through one more time. I always like to do it a couple of times. Whoops, if I don't take my mat with me. Okay, now I'm going to take it out, set it aside, and put this away. So anyway, I've got my piece here. Let's see. Go ahead and pull it out. It comes out really easily. That's good. And let's see how these do. Yep. So much easier than if I hadn't done the dryer sheet. See how easy that was? So I'm going to set this aside now. Okay, now I'm going to admit something to you. I had the decal foil in my Big Shot, and I went to peel it apart to get the sticky on the other side so I could just layer it down. And I totally messed that up and got the sticky on my fingers, which tore the foil off, which told me that this is probably what I was using was too thin here. It can work for something like this very easily because it's thick enough and all. But I mean, I totally destroyed it, and I thought rather than trying to get it, I'm just going to use metallic shimmer paper. And I don't know if you can see the shimmer. Yeah, there it goes. But there's the shimmer, and now I am going to try to peel it off, that paper. Otherwise, if I can't get it peeled off, got something fuzzy on my finger. If I can't get it peeled off, we will just use the whole thing, because then that tells me that it'll be pretty sturdy. There we go. Okay, now I don't have to worry now about the foil coming off of my finger. See how that's doing? So I'm advising against that. Some of you may be able to do it, but for me, it totally did not work. So now I'm going to kind of center this into my top part of my card as much as possible. Not always the best at centering things. And oh my goodness, I really like this much better than the other. Now see how pretty that is? That came out really pretty. So I'm happy with the result on that. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you can get the foil on it and do that, it works. But it just didn't work for what I was doing for me. I'm not making excuses because I have none at this point. Now I want to go ahead and decorate my card with my digital. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and, let's see, this probably should go under here a little bit. And he's going to go up here. He's kind of being framed out a little. I think I'll put him on top of that instead. And I think I've got some pieces that might still be in. Yeah, there we go. Get those little dots out. Thought I got them all earlier, but I didn't. So we're going to get him in this frame. And if I wanted to, if I don't want the whole piece on here, which I really do like that. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Okay. I think he's just an adorable raccoon. If I wanted to, I could probably cut some of those flowers, leaves and all that, and kind of spread it around, but I think he looks cute there. I think I'll put some pop dots under him, some 3D foam mounts. I'll be right back. Okay, so before I get him down, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back side of this. I meant to take the little, I'm just having one of those days apparently. Just going to go ahead and put some glue down, hopefully. Sometimes I got to get it going. I'm not necessarily going to put it everywhere on here, just enough to get it to where I can have it, hold it down onto the card. I don't know if you can hear our TV in the background or not. We're big NCIS fans. Okay, I think that's plenty right now. So I'm going to flip it over. Kind of angle it into it, just like that. And then I'm going to take my little raccoon, some foam dots or circles, put some on the back of him. Now I'm going to set him right up here. He's going to be kind of looking in, like he's in the middle of that oval frame, which is what I wanted. Okay, now I think I'll put some flowers on there. Let me go get my flowers. Now, I'm not sure yet which size I'm going to use, but I'm going to try to use these first. I put them in this container. I love that. Works really well for me. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like that flower. Let me see what else we got here. I love flowers. Okay. Okay, I've got two of these. Do I want to use both of those? Or one of them. Now because this is here, I'm going to put the flowers over here. I don't really want to hide my frame. Let me see what it looks like if I put it down here. Yeah, I don't want to overpower the flowers there. Okay, I think I'm going to put them back up here. So that's what I'm going to work with there. And I think I have a kitty cat thinks it's time to eat. Coming in. Thought I had the door shut. Move some things out of the way here. I've had to buy several hot glue guns because I use them so much. I wear them out. Okay, now that looks cute there. I like that. So there's my card, and I may decide to put a sentiment on here. Deciding that right now. As a matter of fact, if I want to go ahead and do that, then that way it'll be done. Let me see what I got, and I'll be back again. Okay, I found this one that says hello there, and I'm going to use my StazOn. I think it'll fit really good right there. I'm going to use my StazOn ink. I always get worried if I'm going to get it on there right enough on there, but it looks like it's pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and, hey, you know what, I think I'll put it right here instead. I don't know if you guys do that, but sometimes midstream I can change plans. Okay, there's hello there. Okay, and I always try to keep my stamps as clean as possible. Sometimes I forget, but I'm going to use a little alcohol, and I keep hitting the camera. I'm just going to wipe it clean as much as possible. There we go. That's clean now. And there's my little card, and he's ready to go. If I decide to put anything else on there, I can always put like a little lace or ribbon or something on here, which probably I will do, and I will show you the finished product at the end of the video with some photos. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this.